catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, admire the ride. Floating through the front door, my modest attire. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Snowhawks of Anchorage. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Now inside the 25. Touchdown! Trevor Lawrence, 58 yards. And the Snowhawks march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start on the ground with McCaffrey to about the 23. But you look at this defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But all you guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Hey, I'm gun.
Now Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, ETN. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
Now 2nd and 9. On play action, Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Snowhawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And it's a fumble. And one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, 27 yards. And the Snowhawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Snowhawks 21. 49ers nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession.
There he goes, left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. DeJuan Smoot there to bring him down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Taking a shot for Samuel. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. When you look at this defense, they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 39 yards. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Moody good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Snowhawks 21. 49ers 7.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he is out of bounds as they'll start past the 30. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That one complete downfield to Kirk. Down to the 10. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Snowhawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter, they're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
McManus's point after is good. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Now he's loose at the 40. Christian McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 70. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Moody good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for him because you don't want to go on auto.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the game there for Samuel, and it results in a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Agnew now to return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll run with Ridley. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and 3. Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Purdy on 4th down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Now Lawrence changing the play.
2nd and goal at the Niners' 4-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Touchdown! Christian Kirk as the first half is winding down. And the Snowhawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. McManus now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Snowhawks 42, 49ers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Take right open, open.
A final shot before break. Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he's got this down to the 35. 129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Lawrence will throw. A short throw there to Strange.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Give to ETN running right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Lawrence now off the bootleg. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
42, 49ers 21.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Once more, ETN. And this time he finally breaks through. It's a touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A solid stiff arm. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, McCaffrey. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Purdy, big 4th down play. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run with Etienne. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him the 1st down as well. Lawrence going to move him around a bit. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it's...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now McManus for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Snowhawks 56, 49ers 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
3rd and 12.
Hey, check that. Hey.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 193 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On fourth down, here's Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he's got it inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season.
Yeah, all right, I got him. Instead, look, yeah. Full court press, so full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TVG, never ducking smoke or any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban, a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog, go alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me.